down the coast since we dropped the last album. That plus one is how long we've been war torn. It's the return of the hard knocking hardcore. From hard rock to hip hop, the migration of flocks who once mocked what we ride for. It's side war, from sidewalks to billboards and stores, telling all poor people that the world is yours, but this money is ours. You can get a little back, you start putting in hours. You can widen the gap, but you can see it in the towers, standing next to the squatters who be wandering the city in search of a job offer. The first generation in the US survey to get paid less wage than the ones who came before the wicked waged war in the desert terrain. 24 short bars could have measured the pain, so now I greet the neighbor daily. He's on his porch smoking overhead, thunderclouds moving slow motion. Came across an ocean in hope of some better days. Expatriated citizens of third world decay, where children translate for their parents' sake in a landscape where the working class can't escape. These languages twisted, tongues get unraveled, can't understand each other in this modern day babble. Now we trying to get a piece of what the city broke down, barely claiming families but quick to claim the town. Recognize it's serious but ain't afraid to clown. Trained for confrontation, there's no other way around. These sacred ground desecrators, they try to decimate us. They hit the ballot like the mayor's gonna save us. And it pains me to say this, but pain is what made this. It's gonna take more than just rain to change this. Just some rain to change this. It's more than just a hobby or pastime. For 24/7 I'm representing a mass line. Daily grind, 85, wonder why. Maybe I'm way behind lately. Been occupying my mind with the possibility this means we'll all end with 2 albums and a handful of people I call friends, and friends I call my comrades, and comrades who stand together, write a book till it ends. Indeed, as we be headed in directions, getting whole towns polarized, either love it or leave it. Indeed, I'm giving credit to the fan who believed it, preceding the hype of the hyperbole of the media. Even though some people abandon ship, on the other hand, some were skeptical quick, but now they quick to bandwagon up, sagging my pants at the cocktail party with the mayor, and later rocking a party with 1,000 in the air. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And if you're new to this thing, don't front, ask a question, stay humble, do your thing. But just remember, you ain't gotta prove a thing. Stand up or fall down. Thanks for listening, y'all, because I got your back, even if you don't got mine. Grind in the dark when the clock strikes hard times. We ain't nothing if this bond ain't solidified. Give thanks in wartime that people still alive. Dignified soldiers who walk with the spirit of 12 million plus lost and found in this lyric. Sound man, turn it to the whole town. Hear it, either stand up or fall down. Now if you feel it, stand up or fall down. Stand up or fall down. While the record goes round, stand up or fall down. Stand up or fall down. Stand up or fall down. While the record goes round, let the whole town know that it's us. Somebody tell me where the riders and the soldiers are before they close the door and go and start a colder war. I see them posted up in corner stores, holding fort, hoping for a light from the crack of an open door. And so the storm comes to cleanse without warm. Why the youth play with fire just to keep themselves warm in a cold world, cold people playing cold songs, sold for spare change while the broke hold on. Why they call themselves right but then act so wrong? Dollar sign challenge while the unemployment line long. No call for the blue collar getting low ball. It's a long climb just to get to petty bourgeois. While we getting lifted but forgetting that we fall. Hit and shake or Shibuya but without the roll call. This is protracted struggle, revolutionized patience. Bump this on your right wing radio station and maybe crack a top 10 daily rotation. But until then, you can keep ignoring what I'm saying. But just remember, you ain't gotta prove a thing. Stand up or fall down. Thanks for listening, y'all, because I got your back, even if you don't got mine. Grind in the dark when the clock strikes hard times. We ain't nothing if this bond ain't solidified. Give thanks in wartime that people still alive. Dignified soldiers who walk with the spirit of 12 million plus lost and found in this lyric. Sound man, turn it to the whole town. Hear it, either stand up or fall down. Now if you feel it, stand up or fall down. Stand up or fall down. While the record goes round, stand up or fall down. Stand up or fall down. Stand up or fall down. While the record goes round, let the whole town know that it's us. Now what I spit, it's medicine for the sick. An attempt to get a grip before it all starts to slip. To be the call and response from the bottomless pit. I remain nonchalant when the drama get thick. The last call, balling up my palm in a fist. The most common misperception is this: drop a tape, rock a show, sign a line, hit the road, hit some hoes, videos. Next you know, you'll be balling and shit, but you'll be calling it quits when all the cards start to fall in the ditch. Cause temptation is so hard to resist. No, there's no such thing as an unjustified existence, except perhaps a few thousand rappers in this business. Finish what I start scientifically, strategically, specifically addressing the oblivion we living in. My brethren and sister, and I'm speaking, are you listening? Freedom been imprisoned by the television image. If you let it instead get affected by your habitat, ask a few questions, quit a few bad habits, and after that handle this. Similar to how Xavier McDaniel did in '86, but talking just a little less shit. And lately been mindful of the babies I admit, but at nighttime I sit serenaded by the blues of a skyline hue, reminding me of a time when the old was new. And I spark a fire for the cold and the dark. Peace and war both pumping soul in my heart. And no, they can't keep what they stole from the art. And they love to see beef cause it throws us apart. More fire for the people. Say more jobs for the people. And more books for the people. And more music for the people. As the world hurls towards 7 billion more listeners, 700 plus either killed or held prisoners. 7,100 islands I've been missing cause I grind 7 to 5 at night I'm writing scriptures. As hot as the block gets, it's cold contradictions. Pen drips with honesty, I don't author fiction. Throw the competition the bone that they try to pick with me, and learn a moral lesson and marching forward to victory. No flag waving, celebrating your invasion. You call it Thanksgiving, we call it things changing. Everybody looking for the ladder, not the answer to the question. Wait until the cancer's in regression. Fresh from the northwest, the hottest thing lately, like white celebrities buying black and brown babies. Got the town crazy over beats, rhymes, and life. Peace with a dopo, grease, eggs, and brown rice. And I spark a fire for the cold and the dark. Peace and war both pumping soul in my heart. And no, they can't keep what they stole from the art. They love to see beef cause it throws us apart. More fire for the people. More food for the people. More homes for the people. More clothes for the people. More schools for the people. More land for the people. More life for the people. Yo, I've seen souls get sold so coldly. See what a dollar can do to the tired and true. I speak boldly, composed of a melody told whenever we hold the memory close. No telling when the reaper fed a post and snatch a fan. Something that you can't capture with the camera lens. Amalgamation of the bolo and the hammer and pen. The truth hurts, no wonder people rather pretend. I annihilate a fake persona for spare change. Everybody self-included is fair game. Inherited the trait to make both ends meet. Often make a brother feel like you gotta compete, but with each release I reach for peace. Others quick to reach for the peace. From here to Beacon to Beach, to see freedom of speech don't apply if you're silent. I shout like I'm trying to get heard on the island. I spark a fire for the cold and the dark. Peace and war both pumping soul in my heart. You know they can't keep what they stole from the art. And they love to see beef cause it throws us apart. More fire for the people. More peace for the people. More life for the people. More love 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 for the people.
حتى
كمان لك حواي
أنا جزاء مسكن دحان دلوقتي
صبوق ما انت زار مركب تليفون
مس يا مني حواي أب أسمر دلو
أما دحان
هلو جزاء مسكن دحان
انت هيدا اليوم
جنزاب دلوك سدلو
جنزاب كبيز مرة جنزاب
صدق فاتي عندي خي
وبزعب أنا طريقة ينحسب سي سريحنا أحواتنا خمان كنبل علنا
أول حق خيزة حتى
ما بسلامتي
عرام وجه
Yeah, if you've never seen the distance in an immigrant's eyes, then you've never seen resistance in the form of a cry. He decided it was time to bring the drought to an end. The sojourner, soul searching, from whom might he send? Put his life inside his pockets, leaving on a plane, living long, lonely nights. Children, wife left in labor pain, tirelessly trying to provide. He applies dialectics to fight for the slice of a pie. But this life was premised on a lie. Instead of being promised by society, the nature of economy is sodomy. 10 generations of poverty turn to poverty later, and a third world diploma not even worth the paper it's written on, with no elevators going up to the top, y'all. Instead it's long days spent slaving over hourly wages, and when the clock strikes labor, he savors the pages of letters sent by his kinfolk who invoke the image of what it's like to have been broke. Through cigarette smoke he tries to spin hope to dreams, in close to proximity to family in his memory, and it's faded in between the night shifts and sleep. A moment of clarity, he may never come home, despite the familiarity of faces from his homeland who speak the same dialect. Fellow country women and men standing in line to get green cards, visas and passports, barely making enough, over half a paycheck remitted with love. Strangers keep staring in disgust and distrust, talking about this country's just us, no justice. His hope snuffed to one day return to his town, to join his ancestors in their burial ground. Almost forgot how the countryside sounds, but this time around the lost are never found in the distance between home and where we live. It's the distance between a mother and her kids. It's the distance that keeps us apart, and it's the distance between my soul and my heart, cause it's the distance between home and where we live. It's the distance between a mother and her kids. It's the distance that be keeping us apart. It's the distance between my soul and my heart. It begins like this, yeah. And it begins where we left. A brother chased after my death until he catches his breath. We embarked upon a long march, too weary to rest. Now tell me, who would ever have guessed that at the top of the West, a party rocker and a poet might collectively have written another chapter in this fight against the self-described right but not righteous. It's highly unlikely we'll take it lightly when 1,000 of my compatriots are evacuating nightly from one Ave to another, university to Beacon. The body was never meant neither to last or be beaten, but Buddha's in the streets teaching a lesson to kids in the cold. And if I tell all mine, there's other stories to be told. Had a lot of good brothers, either my age or younger, who copped the first album when it dropped, now gone under. And they say progress, but the fact is Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy is looking like the street we named after him, permanently under construction. The people hustling despite the pain and suffering, the energy we've mustered in Southside Seattle. It's a whole lot happening. We're so-called soulmates are stabbing each other's scapulars. Melancholy, hopeful, I captured the present moment. We consummated the marriage of beats, rhymes, and atonement. In each mind resides a potential so potent they make us think that we ain't got it. If we did, then we'd control shit. Organizing and prioritizing what's important. I'm just trying to raise a seed while the homies have abortions. No distortion to the static. I hold the mic and pass it to the future schools in session, but there won't be any classes. Happy to see family back from 10 months in Iraq, for fallen comrades rocking a black wristband. It's just a glimpse of what you missed when you're gone. We held you down and kept chanting out, bring them back home. We say bring them back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been gone too long, we say bring them back home. And I don't wanna have to keep on singing this song. We say bring them back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been where a soldier kissed his family goodbye, and he was walking like a warrior, the water in his eyes. He left in late September, said he'll be back in July. Now the child is asking mommy, why did daddy have to die? She says he fought for freedom, but she knows it's just a lie, cause her father was a veteran with benefits denied. Now the fire in her eyes burn brighter with the passing of the minutes into hours, and the hours into days, and days turn to night, nights turn to face the other way. One sister strong holding down the whole family. It's just one in over 3,000 casualties, and back home we battle with the apathy. We chanting out, bring them back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been gone too long, we say bring them back home. And I don't wanna have to keep on singing this song. We say bring them back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been gone too long, we say bring them back home. And I don't wanna have to keep on singing this song. So next time you see recruiters in your school or your crib, tell them thank you for the offer, but you'd rather you live. We got more than just our bodies to offer, so fuck a coffin wrapped in red, white, and blue. Withdrawal past due, we discussed it with the fact we pay taxes to build tanks, still dropping 1 twomp and a half to fill tanks. Got a Chinaman's chance to fill banks like Phil Banks. For soldiers in the future giving thanks in advance, we say bring them back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been gone too long, we say bring them back home. And I don't wanna have to keep on singing this song. We say bring them back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been gone too long, we say bring them back home. And I don't wanna have to keep on singing this song. November 30th, 1999. No sunshine. Yo, the body rock stopped. Probably got caught by the cops nearby. Somebody got shot. But parties don't stop and the parties don't care. It's a stick up. It's why we got our hands in the air. Still demanding a share. Refrigerators bare cause they wanna see trade get free and not fair. But we are not blind. We are not there. We don't got time left to spare to not care. On the last day of November, swelling in ranks, went to chant down the mighty IMF and World Bank. A gathering of people in peaceful assembly. Onward to Westlake to disrupt the entry. Walk along steady, riot squad ready to protect every last dignitary's ass. But this started when they herded us like cattle in a fence. Protesters getting restless without an exit. They threatened to arrest us. We pushed back and then a hail of rubber bullets hit teens and old men. I admit had to split when the first gas canisters hit. Felt it burn in my eyes, nose and lips. They try to blame it on the anarchist garbage. I was there, I'll tell you right now, the pigs started it. But they distorted in the news, talking about stomping down Nike Town, wearing they shoes. But the body rock stopped. Probably got caught by the cops nearby. Somebody got shot. But parties don't stop and the parties don't care. It's a stick up, it's why we got our hands in the air. 50,000 deep, and it sound like thunder when our feet pound streets. 50,000 deep, and it sound like thunder when I feet-pound streets. 50,000 deep, and it sound like thunder when our feet pound streets. 50,000 deep, 50,000 deep. Yeah. Now, the body rock stopped. Probably got caught by the cops nearby, somebody got shot. But parties don't stop in the South, so take your shoes off when you come into my house. I had to duck out cause I knew I stuck out in the crowd after many years growing up brown in this town. Now this is what democracy looks like, not what you all had in mind for tonight, Mr. Mayor. Shell shock for 5 days straight, press conference looking constipated and pale. Tossed a homie in jail, wasn't even protesting. Wrong place, wrong time, learned a quick lesson. But this is not a question what we did to deserve this. Rich kids went and got arrested on purpose. But was it worth it? My first inclination, globalization is the root of the pain. Made the reason that they left and the reason that we came. Catch my breath, blood pulsates my brain, and they called it a riot. I call it a uprising, and they call this a riot. But nah, I call it a uprising, and they call this a riot. Nah, man, fuck that, I'ma call it a uprising. 50,000 deep, and it sound like thunder when I feet-pound streets. Yo, 50,000 deep, and it sound like thunder when I feet-pound streets. Come on, y'all. 50,000 deep, and it sound like thunder when I feet-pound streets. Yeah, 50,000 deep, and it sound like thunder when I feet-pound streets. America torn between mourning the lost and celebrating the dawn. Majored in Reaganomics, hip-hop and comics, fist locked around dollars. Fuck a stock market, Prince was chart-topping, purple rain falling. Writers getting up and down the Berlin Wall before the Iron Curtain call. And people power one, chilling up in military housing, having fun with the little we got. Got optimists for Christmas, overtime to pay principal and interest. Moms and pops still ill-equipped as new immigrants to navigate 1986 with 3 kids plus expecting one more. Far from the Huxtables, it's why I'm still comfortable while sleeping on the floor. 23 years gone, still 1984, still fighting more undeclared wars. Caught him shipping arms to Iran for Nicaraguan Contras. A Cold War getting hotter now, what's going on? It's no more Marvin to sing us the song. I think something has gone wrong, on and on like the song goes. I wonder if we took the wrong road, and it seems like so long ago. But you know where to go if you ever come home. On and on like the song goes. I wonder if we took the wrong road, and it seems like so long ago. But you know where to go if you ever come home. Now nothing beats the sound of a Posmix cassette bumping in the system of your hoopty stock deck. 8-bit systems and kung fu flicks. I rock like Herbie Hancock with prosthetic limbs. Who killed Vincent Chin? Was it them? Was it us? Not giving enough of a fuck to stand up. Not more than 12 months after Lennon got shot. Bob died same year Maria got locked. The school of the Americas put heads to sleep like Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Dream. Jesus freaks all believe on these streets. Will they please just leave us be? Mixtapes with Fat Boys and Run DMC. Too Short, BDP and EPMD. Watched more Nickelodeon than MTV. Eventually every week it was Fab Five Freddy. Now everybody born about 87 up got a VH1 version of the years we came up. But VH1 never played hip-hop at all. How the fuck they be the ones giving hip-hop awards, y'all? On and on like the song goes. I wonder if we took the wrong road, and it seems like so long ago. But you know where to go if you ever come home. On and on like the song goes. I wonder if we took the wrong road, and it seems like so long ago. But you know